Love is not a color. Love has no color. Whoever you fall in love with is who you fall in love with. If you're white and you fall in love with another white person, that's what it is. If you're black and you fall in love with another black person, that's what it is. If you are mixed race, interracial couple, then love each other for each other, but not because of color. Love has no color. Love is love. So when you enter a relationship or someone wants to enter into a relationship with you and they are constantly talking about color, what they want their kids to look like, what color I'm trying not to say kids. I hate saying kids because here I go, being technical. I try to say children more than kids. Kids are baby goats. That's what a kid is. It's a baby goat. It's a young goat. So I try to say children. If you are trying to be with someone because you're just wondering what your children are going to look like and all of that, then it's not love. If someone approaches you and all they're concerned about or talking about is how their people are so bad and how they hate their white women or they hate the white men and they prefer black men, and the person's come to you, they hate black men and they hate black women and they prefer white men versus black men and they prefer white women versus black women, it's not love. It's not love because love has no color. Whenever anyone is coming to you and they are downing their race, that person's sick. They got some issues. They have the mental palsy and they have to work that out. No one should be coming to you and saying, downing any other race that they're from and saying, well, I want to be with you as a black woman, or I want to be with you as a Korean man or Korean woman or Chinese woman, Indian woman, African woman, Brazilian woman. I want to be with you because my people do X, Y, Z, and the women and the men in my culture does this or that. That is the wrong attitude because you're not approaching this person for love, but you're looking at them based on their color and this fantasy and this mindset that you have about their race and their kind, and that's not love. You're color struck. You have a fantasy. And that's why many people, when they do date someone outside their race, they act differently. They're more tolerant, they're more temperate, because they feel like, oh, this is a better person. I need to act better. This is a better group. I need to act like that. So they do that up to a certain point. But if the person is of poor character, it's going to pop up anyway. And then sometimes the relationship is successful because of the mindset that they have that these groups of people are better. This type of woman, this type of man, this culture, this race is a better person. So they adjust themselves. So the nastiness and the impatience and the intolerance and the indifference that they may have had to their own, they won't do it to this man or to this woman, because in their mind they're saying, well, this is a better group, better person, so I need to change my persona. Love has no color. If you love a person, then you love them for who they are. Don't bring your baggage of the past. Don't bring your baggage of, I like you because the women from my culture are like this and this and this. Women who, if a man approach you like that, don't date him. He's got issues and he is a racist. If he's racist against his own people, why wouldn't he be racist against you? If she's racist against her own people, why is she going to be better with you? You already seen that she's going to throw her own under the bus. And it may make you feel good to think, oh, they're saying this about me. They're worshiping your color, not you. And you don't want that. You don't want someone that's coming from this place of, oh my gosh, my people are so horrible. Oh my gosh, I hate my culture. I hate the men in my culture. I hate the women. You guys should be together because you love each other and you care for each other, and not because you're coming out of like you're escaping something. Because what if you can't keep up the fantasy? They will expect you to always be this way. There's an unrealistic view of you because they're trying to escape their people, quote unquote, to be with you. So you will have to always be keeping this over the top view they have of you as a white person, as a black person. You've got to be as black as possible. You need to stay as white as possible. You need to stay as Asian as possible. You need to stay as Brazilian as possible. You have to keep those stereotypes going because it's the stereotypes that led them to you. Because racism begins with and colorism or whatever it may be against your own is a sort of stereotype. It's a stigma. It's a hatred that they have. And then they look at you, and hatred and stereotypes and self-hatred is going to cause them to look at you in this way that is really over the top, and it's not natural and it's not realistic. In addition, one of the things that's bad about that is that you have to look at that person's character. If they can talk bad about another human being and really bring them down, it says something about who they are. They're not good at the core. They will talk about God's creation. They're going to talk about another human being. And this is not a good quality in a person to have. So it's never a compliment at all. Love has no color. So I won't say to somebody, you need to stick with your own kind. If you find love and they're of a different race, then go for it. If it's within your race, there's nothing wrong with that. People will tell you, oh, you need to go and do. Why? Men are the same in other races. Women are the same in other races. Perhaps there are just some things that will make you believe that they're not, but it's at the core of it all. It's not about race and it's not about culture, even though it does play a part, but we're all human at the core. We all laugh, cry, hate. We all get jealous. We all feel a certain way, but some people may suppress it. Some cultures may require people to not show their anger, to suppress it, to not speak. But it doesn't mean that person is not feeling those things on the inside. And some people may selfishly choose certain individuals of certain cultures and races who are more patient and temperate because they want that. They want to be able to misbehave. They want to be able to get away with things. They want to be able to be in a relationship where someone is very docile. And so, we don't have to deal with the realities of my shortcomings. So there can be selfish reasons for that, especially if it's a person that perhaps their culture is not normally like that. They're more vocal. So you'll find they'll be vocal and this person is being quiet and docile and holding their feelings in. But nevertheless, taking all that off the table, love has no color. And so I would never be with a person who's of another race that's dogging their own and wanting to be with me. If you hate yourself, you hate your skin, you hate your people, because that's what it is. Anyone that's coming to you and dogging their people out, they hate themselves because they're dogging the people that look like them. And there's no way they're going to let me feel that they are the last of the Mohicans. If your people's grimy and dirty and everybody's bad, why would I be with you? Why would I be with you? You're cut from that same cloth. What makes you special? What makes you different? And so if you're different, then why then paint everybody else with the same brush? Love has no color. Love who you love, who you love, who you love. But if you're going after people just because of what their hair looks like, just because of their skin, and you compare them, and you make derogatory remarks about others from your own or even from other cultures, because sometimes it's not even your own. You just hate other races and other cultures and other people. You are not a nice person. And you can't love because you have hate. And as long as there's hate in you, you can't truly love. Your love is biased. Your love is, you have a biased type of love. I got passionate here, but what I'm saying is the love is conditional. That was the word I was trying to find. Conditional. Does not come from a place of genuine, of sincerity and being genuine, because There's hatred in there for other people. Love has no color. Love who you love because of who they are, not because who they're not, and not because who they don't look like. And while dogging other people out, it's unhealthy, it's just not attractive, and it's just not a good foundation on which to build a relationship. All right, guys.